Hello, everyone. I hope that you guys are doing great, feeling blessed and highly favored. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be doing free channelings, readings here for y'all. Whoever needs any sort of guidance, clarity when it comes to your spiritual journey, I'll be more than happy to assist you. I will be connecting with Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Goddess Aphrodite. If they're going to be my guides today, aside from the guides that I connect to every day. Hello, Miss Irene. Welcome, baby cakes. All right, let's see. We're trying to see what's going on here. Okay, so real quick. Yay! Alrighty, perfect. If you do have a question, feel free to drop your question. Hola, Diana. ¿Cómo está Okay, so please drop your question when it comes to anything that has to do with your spiritual journey, spiritual guidance. That's what we're reading. That's what we're going to be doing today. Okay. Drop your like on the video. Thank you so much. Let me say something real quick. Hey, Sunflower Soul, what is up? Hello. ¿Cómo estás? Okay, so I need you guys to be precise with whatever you have. Direct question. This is only for people who need guidance. Okay, so ask a specific question when it comes to guidance or anything that you need. I'm not going to be just giving like open. Like, okay, Ms. Diana has a perfect example. What advice does my spiritual team want to give me? Okay, let's ask something precise, please. I'll be here maybe 30 minutes to an hour or so. I do plan on coming live stream to do the regular psychic tarot readings in a few. Hey, what is up? Hello. How are you, Kiba? Welcome. Alrighty. Let's see. My mom made me a delicious little coffee here. It's still very hot. I was going to come in live stream a few days ago, but I had the sad news that a beloved friend and who also happens to be a mentor of mine passed away. So that definitely hit me and shook me to my core. So I needed to like take some time out because I was not okay. But yeah, that was very difficult news to be receiving. Okay, so Miss Irene, am I on the right path in my spiritual journey? Okay, so let's be clear when it comes to right path on spiritual journeys. One of the laws of spirituality, right, says that you're right at the path that you need to be at. So, are you in the right path? Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, boo. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to be asking what can you enhance and what can you work on when it comes to your spiritual journey. You can start creating altars for yourself, right? Sacred space for yourself when it comes to connecting. Synthesized souls. Hola. Let's say hi when we come in. I like to acknowledge that you guys come in here. Woohoo! Hello. Kiba, thank you for the last reading you did for me. My pleasure. Thank you. What is up, Naju? Hello. Okay. So what I can tell you here from your spiritual journey, are you on the right path? Yes, you are, but it is time for you to step it up when it comes to your practices and how you honor yourself and the divine. Okay. And with this, it is about bringing invocations and having some sort of movement, knowing what way is that you're going. It's great to have this for yourself. It does give you awareness of where exactly is that you're at and how much, I'm going to say, magic you're holding, right? of what you're co-creating here with spirit. I do see that you're going to be stepping into it more passionately. Great connection to any sort of healing or teachings from Hawaii are going to do you great at this time. Hello. Rasta, I missed you, baby. Where have you been? Hi, good day, Miss Marie. Good day. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Nice to see you. Accept my condolences. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Hi, Marie. Hello, Naju. Is there a specific spirit deity that would like for me to work with them? Okay, let's get something clear when it comes to deities. How we pronounce that? Sorry, English is not my first language. But when we connect with deities and they have been presenting themselves to us, at the same time, let me say something else. I'm going to retract from what I was going to say. You absolutely choose whom you're going to work with. Okay, they get to say like, "Hey, I'm here. You can work with me." Right? But you choose who you want to work with. Who do you feel aligned to? A lot of whom you are like with what you have lived will have to do with whom you connect with, okay, or to. So at the end of the day, at this time, maybe in your life, you feel like you need to work more on your self-love, self-acceptance. Maybe you love yourself, but you're not liking your body. Great deity to work with that would be Goddess Aphrodite, right? And it's just like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get to work with her forever. It's just a moment. Sometimes they come in for moments. Okay. You have a strong pull for anything that has to do with Santeria, Miss Naju, or African deities as well. But at the end of the day, you choose whom you want to connect to. Is there a special message for my spirits? Hola, chica. Hola. I am not taking these kind of questions. This is just like, let's pick what the psychic has to say for me. No, have a specific question. You're not the first person who has asked for this. It's like, I'm doing this with love and respect. So I want to give clarity to anybody who is having a hard time moving with their spiritual journey, where it's like you just need that guidance or then maybe that confirmation of some sort. So feel free to try another question. I feel that too. Girl, I saw. Okay, not you. I don't want to be guiding you where to go, but I did see Shango. Okay, so I have a friend who works with him, and they're not from the same background. Okay, so don't shut that down. Be open to anything that you do receive. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Welcome. Is there any advice on what new spiritual practices I should practice more of for higher spiritual enlightenment? Miss Sunflower Soul, thank you, Divine, thank you, Universe. I do see what you're going to be entering, which is like tantric sex, yoga. The Spirit says when it comes to your spiritual practice, you have to practice unity. Not you. Oh my gosh, girl, okay. I call on Shango all the time, girl. Okay, he's there for you. Look, Shango don't play about his people, okay? Don't play. He's very, very good, especially when somebody has done you wrong. Whew. I will tell you though, when it comes to connecting with Shango, you need to be ruthless, shameless, don't hold back. You can't be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be hurting this person like that. I mean, you're going to enter your craft. It does mean, I'm not saying for everybody because some people are ruthless, don't give a rat's ass. But most of the time when Shango connects with someone, it's because they're still holding back. They need to have like openness, perseverance with whatever is that they need to come and identify themselves with their greatness. That's why they come in. For you, Miss Sunflower Soul, it will be practicing more of your intuitive guidance when it comes to channeling, feeling the divine. I feel like you've done a lot of spiritual work. And Spirit is right now saying just create a sacred space for yourself, where you can just connect to your divine masculine, to yourself. It's a moment where you receive peace. Okay. Eventually, we have fertility here, and this energy is going to be about you holding a space to work with your womb. But that is later. I feel like this is coming in February of next year. Let's see. What's something I should focus on next on my spiritual journey? What are you focusing on now, Miss Deanna? Hello, Willie. How are you doing? That's why I'm asking a question. You are on it. Yes. Thank you. Sounds right. Thank you, beloved. Gemini, what is up? How are you? Emil Kwamina, hola. Hey, would I be winning money tomorrow when I play these numbers 14, 4, and 22? No. And you don't pay attention, my dear. It is a spiritual question. Willie, drop your question, my dear. Hi, what's my higher purpose? Okay, so if I give you the answer right now, what are you going to do with it? Thank you, Marie. Thank you. For real though, I'm asking genuinely to assist you where it comes to your higher purpose. A lot of people ask, what's my highest purpose, or what's the purpose of why I was born? Yada yada yada. We need to connect to what you have been living your whole life. Okay. Some people, some women's higher purpose is to give birth to those that will be channeling in for the collective. So, in order for you to be living your higher purpose, you need to have your awakening, your aha moments, right? Moments that are going to draw you in to feel complete and, in some cases, wholeness, or, have a reason of being or connecting here with. I will tell you what you need to do, though, to step into this energy. Please ask precise questions when it comes to your spiritual journey. Okay. Don't just leave them at random. I will not be answering those questions. Okay. Starry. There is a message here from Goddess Tara and Goddess Pele. Okay. When it comes to however is that you're moving in with your spiritual journey. Okay. And with this, I do see you having a hard time. You're having a hard time grounding your energy. And when it comes to asking for help, this is asking for help in the 3D, asking for help from other people. This might be feeling that you need to do everything by yourself, that sort of situation. So it is a need to trust that God's got you, goddesses, whomever it is that you connect to. And this is about allowing yourself to bring in wholeness. Okay. And with this energy, you do have divine passion, and this is about you not knowing exactly where you are at, okay, in your heart space. So I hear a lot of background noise, whatever that is for you. Like you might be feeling like people talk all the time, or I'm picking up right now that you're just hearing like this, but it's like people talking, but you're like, who the fuck? Because I'm here by myself. That's your ability to channel. It's gonna be coming in a lot more so. The goddess that connects with you is deities, goddesses, gods from also Hawaii. You're the second person that is coming in with that message. But this is asking for you to be honest with yourself and what is your true heart's desire. At the end of the day, I'm going to be sharing, you know what? Okay. At the end of the day, it's going to be what's in your heart that's really going to be drawing you in for you to feel successful in your life or however is that you're moving forward. For instance, I went through a very traumatic childhood and eventually teenage years and later on, right? That led me to feel a lot of isolation. I had my gifts since I was small. but they were really suppressed and shut down. So it came to a moment where I felt what that oppression, wanting to die, like all these nasty things that we feel as humans when we feel really alone, plus the dark night of the soul, plus other things that were happening, right? So in my basis of going and doing at the time free readings and releasing dark demonic oppression from some people, was the need for them to not feel that way. So that was my foundation. Eventually I found out, like, because of what I've lived throughout my life, that was the guiding echo for me to keep progressing and doing different things. So whatever is that you have been feeling, whatever is that you have been living through, you said, well, I've been on the journey most of my life. Well, that's how it goes. We're here doing the journey most of our lives. I stayed a little quiet because um, you're connecting a lot with goddess Hecate, and she's been calling you for a while, and it looks like, she's out there in the back room, waiting for you to answer that call if you want to be able to move forward. Hey Kim, what is up? Hello. Gemini, please have a precise question when it comes to what your spirit guides or angels want you to know. It's like, okay, we're open to give you a reading on that, but it's like, okay, what do my spirit guides and angels want me to know about this business idea that I am bringing in my spirituality, yada, yada, yada. Okay, perfect question here. Do you see my tarot channel being successful? All right, let's check you out. Willie Davis. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. Let's see here the energy for Willie Davis. Where's he at when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to sharing messages? Angel number 7777. Let me tell you something. Okay, Willie, for the longest time, I did not like that freaking number. Okay, I was enemies with the 7. My favorite number is 37 and 27. And with this energy, goodbye. Similar experience to you. Thank you. K-Moon, hola. Just posted on my channel. This is good. Had to make sure my peeps knew. Thank you. I love you long time, baby cakes. Thank you. All right, so let me tell you something, Willie, okay? You're going to be very, very successful. Why? It's like you're able to tap into the two worlds of light and darkness, right? The thing is here, there is a need to accept yourself, to come out of that little shell of yours. Why are you taking as long as you have? Looks like you have the ability to be good and to be bad. And with this energy, we have the World card, we have the Knight of Wands, and I do see you having a successful business. But here, you're going to have to go through the hardships of, having a channel that will take some time for you to connect with. And with the Hermit, I do see that you also have the ability to connect with people in guided meditations. That sort of background is going to be very, very good for you. A lot of guidance is coming. Show me the energy overall. The energy does come in for you to be some sort of teacher, some sort of grounding energy for people. I would highly suggest for you to work. LOL, my Cancer. Okay, you don't need to explain anything else. Cancers take forever to make any sort of changes. But when I'm going with this, with the 9 of Wands, I see you having the fear of success, of being too famous, of being too seen, and also of being judged. Knight of Cups is asking you for you to take in a new idea, right, of how you're going to be handling your business and other things. With the Magician, again, Major Arcana, this is part of your life path of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, and with this energy, show me here success. As long as you are consistent with your posting and that sort of energy, and fighting the need to like be on topic and that sort of thing. If you just need to blab and whatever that you get, do it. Okay. It looks like you might really dislike being off topic or not understanding the reading itself. And that's what had been kind of holding you back. But you need to be unapologetic about it. Okay. True. What is up, as Roxy? Hola, hola. Never watched it before. Well, here I am, baby cakes. Okay. Drop your question. You have a spiritual question, anything that you need on your spiritual journey. I'll be more than happy to assist you. Okay, I'm on the right track. You definitely are. First time here. Welcome, welcome. Especially if you come from his K Moon's channel. Welcome through. All right, let's see. Anybody else have another question? Got you. Sounds good. Starry Night. What should I focus on my content or book writing? That is not a spiritual question. That is a personal question. Can you tell me anything I need to know about Logan and I on the journey? Who is Logan? Is that your twin flame? I can tell you where you stand and why you might be having separation with this person. Let's check that out. How are you causing separation with this person? Anything that you need to bring in closeness for you to be in this scenario? I overthink. I have too many things. Okay, well, let's just concentrate on one question. There's something I need to do to move forward. We can see what your blockage is. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Lexi. Okay. So, Lexi, it looks like you have the great ability to attract people to your energy space, right? Hello, hello, Ms. Beautiful One Erica. Hola, hola. Hola, Marie. Hola, hola, Cari. ¿Cómo está, Levu? Okay. And with this energy, I do see that there is a great amount of love, and you will be meeting or connecting with a soulmate, twin flame, that sort of vibe. You will be connecting with someone of that sort of thing. The only thing here is that you have major blockage when it comes to soulmates. Okay. Why? Because it's like you're waiting for someone to come in exactly as they are. I do see that you need to work with clearing core wounds when it comes to love and relationships. It's okay. I'm live streaming. You can make a little noise. Okay. So it's not necessarily the other situation. I do see you needing to heal. You have some sort of separation wound that you need to clear, and that's actually asking for you to go within. All right, hold on, let me see. Of course, that's a great question to ask, Karina. If you want me to look into the energy here alone of the guy that you're asking for, Logan, I'll be more than happy to look into that. What does she need to work on to connect with union energy? What does Lexi need to work on? Okay. You take in too much at times and you overshare. Okay. Lexi, you overshare with what's going on here with you. People really don't care to hear. Have in mind here, it is Spirit is guiding for you to take back a bit of what you share. And you have this pattern of staying stuck in the same pattern when it comes to the same people that you date. Okay. It's like it might be different people, but the same pattern continues on. All right. So we need to work on that. That's only with soulmates, and like there's something strong that needs to change when it comes to repeating patterns of keeping stuck in that sort of situation. All right, let's see, Karina. Puedo preguntar qué debo aprender en el camino entre José, Juan y yo. Gracias. Okay. Okay, Karina. Tienes que aprender a desconectarte y crear solamente una versión de ti y esa persona. Como que te envuelves mucho a solamente querer saber de esa persona. Todo se convierte en esa persona. Quieres pensar, comer, popó, just, you're just so stuck. And you become very antisocial when it comes to thinking that. Y también you have this thing where you need to work on letting go of the thought that the good ones are taken. There's just that all you see out here is just people that do not want to commit. Okay, so eso no es cierto. Y there's this feeling of, hay este sentimiento de sentirte que no puedes ser feliz completamente. Pero eso no es cierto. Ten en mente, I will say something, Karina. I noticed that pattern for myself. I don't want to show overshare, but okay. I noticed that pattern with myself where I felt like there was always something missing before having my spiritual awakening and that sort of thing, right? There was a time where like I've always had great partners, like a lovely, amazing partners, yada yada. Why the hell are you not married? Okay, anyways, that's my business. But there was always a feeling that something was missing. At the end of the day, coming on the spiritual journey, allowing myself to look and that sort of thing, I realized that there's something that always will make me feel that way, because there's this thing of feeling that I'm missing out on the best next thing. So it's like ground your energy, find what's going on. Maybe it's something else subconsciously for you. That can be even a trait thought that you may have for yourself. How can I tell my connection is soulmate or twin flame or karmic lesson? Jennifer Drew, that is a great question. Sí, exacto, totalmente. I'm telling you, girl. Is there a list? No, we're picking at random. Copy and paste your question. Okay. So, when it comes to soulmates and twin flames or karmic lessons, okay. So, everyone is a karmic. Twin flame, soulmate, okay. All soulmates are karmic. All twin flames are soulmates, but not all soulmates are karmic. Not all soulmates are twin flames, okay? So everybody's a karmic. Karmics are soulmates. Twin flames are soulmates, but soulmates are not twin flames. So when you enter, there can be a lesson here that comes in when we have our soulmate will feel more natural. There won't be a lot of chaos. There's some things that you need to work on. It won't cause a big spiritual awakening for you. Some of you may already be on the path, and that's where there's kind of confusing for a lot of us here. But when you go on a twin flame journey, you will know that's your person. You will know the two of you are connected. You're able to hear their thoughts, their feelings, whatever the heck they got going on, whatever they're doing. You're not going to be questioning so much of what they have going on personally, because you're going to know. The main question will be the disconnection. When the hell are they coming? For the most part. And for the most part, a lot of you who are, meant to connect with the collective will start your spiritual path, or will be really searching for answers. Your soul's going to push for that. But a lot will just go into tarot readings or get a little addicted with tarot readings. Been there, done that as a twin flame. But eventually you're like, oh, okay. You accept it and choose your personal journey. And then, of course, a twin flame will always be in the background. And have in mind, when it's a twin flame, you can't forget their voice. Maybe just a little, but not the first meeting. Everything that it had to do with that person, you cannot forget. And may I ask, will Frank come back? No. I'm doing spiritual questions. This has to do with love. Spiritual questions only, please. All right, Miss Kim May. What spiritual level up am I entering since leaving certain people energies behind? Miss Diana, I didn't see your question, my dear. If you are still here, please post. I don't know if I missed it. If I did, I apologize. No la vi. Que no manches, güey. All right, you're entering a space where we're going to address it as dark alchemy, okay? It's about being able to tap into your energy, being open to manifesting from thought chaos. There's something that we did mention again. I don't remember. In with this energy, it is saying that is beyond practicing witchcraft or darkness and that sort of thing. There's something that's more dangerous than a witch. Okay. And that's being an alchemist, and you're stepping into that. It will take a little moment of feeling or need to feel that freedom, but I'm not a member of the girl. Okay. And I do see you leaving a lot of people behind. A lot of people behind. Could be including this man. Okay, be precise. A beautiful one, Erica. Like I've said before, please be precise with your questions. I'm doing this live stream to answer any personal questions that you have on your journey. So with this said, it could be where you're at with your there's so many other things with your craft, with how you're evolving in this other ways. Like, okay, I'm practicing surrendering. I'm having trouble with this, yada, yada. You can be open. This space is for you. And how do I move forward from this? Or how do I move forward with this other thing? Like me. You're such a cutie. Hola, hola. Hello, hello, Miss Beautiful Love Bug. ¿Cómo está Lebu? Thank you, mommy. Thank you. Girl, you are going to be someone to not F around with, okay? And let's see. Cherry Blossom. Hola, hola. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. I asked a question about focus on content or my book. But the content is spiritual, and so is the book is spiritual. Okay. See, your question is more clear now. All right, let's see what's going on here. Content creation or the book. Spirit is saying you can do both of these at the same time. You're going to be successful doing both of these at the same time. Write down, text down, however is that you're getting this written down with the content. start on the content, write the content down in a book in order for you to practice, for you to be able to release it, to make any problems here, because it looks with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You may have this thing where you procrastinate, not knowing exactly where to choose or how to go about things. Okay. And this energy also creates for you not to be attached to your work in such a way where it's like you can see yourself as not as successful. It is extremely necessary for you to get onto this, and you will have the ability to co-create, to write everything so freely. And it looks like it comes to you next year, next August, for you to write down this book. But here within, right now, it's all about content and things that have you open to explore more of different routes. Yeah, me lo estoy tomando. It's very good. Thank you, Ma. Gracias a Dios. Is there anything I need to know regarding blockages? Okay. Let's see, Ms. Love book messages from Aphrodite. I will be doing messages from Aphrodite on Friday, channeling messages. These are just for spiritual journey. Any message that you or guidance that you need on your spiritual journey. Okay, let's check you out. Show me here, please. When it comes to your blockage, X Roxy. Chalice. Okay. Okay, you're going to feel a lot more as energy steps in with the month of August, or even with this new moon in Leo. Roxy, one of your blockages here is choosing how to move in your spiritual journey in your life. Okay. And with this, I do see a lot of changes when it comes to you also always like finding new information, going about how you need to move forward. It looks like you get stuck a lot. Okay. There's no need to be stuck or to feel stuck due to indecisiveness of what you should follow when it comes to what path you should be on. Have in mind that you're just remembering once again on what is there for you. Okay. And with this said, there will be some sort of balance that comes in here where you just get to kind of breathe with what is coming here for you. There will be a transcendence of the self. Eva, hello, hello. Bernadette, hello, hello. Starry, oh wow, thank you. Okay. Your main blockage here to connect with this energy, you have angel number 999. I know some emojis. I know I don't see some emojis. Again, with your energy of what's here blocking you is your ability to release people, even within a belief system. It is very hard for you to end chapters and series that could be helpful here for you to make room for these to grow. Okay, angel number 999 or 999, 3 nines, 4 nines is going to help you release from situations, circumstances that you need to end. Okay. And then from that, you will get a big break. I do see you going through this chapter within the next 12 months. But more so when you see the number 999, 4 nines, 9999, that's about you learning the lesson and allowing yourself to be free, feel free with what is there for you. Could I have a card, please? Sure. What is your question? Make sure it's a spiritual question. Michael Drexler. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Jay Phila. Hello, hello, chica. I have the calling and will be relocating to South Africa to pursue my shamanic practice. Woo wee! Another shaman. I love that for you. Is this the right direction? Okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. Show me the energy here for Jay Phyllis. Is this the right call? Absolutely. It is the right call. You have received the call. Again, Page of Wands was the one that came out. And you have this why the heck? Okay. I will tell you here. You will have some difficulties when it comes to connecting with African practices, African shamanic practices. So it's like Spirit says venture out somewhere else first, so you have some sort of idea. Okay. Why? You're going to be feeling very constrained and afraid of what you're going to be experiencing here. That is going to shake you off your socks, okay? Where you will actually see things that are not demonic, but you will see them as demonic, okay? So it's like I do see you moving into the space later on, but you're being called to like kind of progress a bit. Maybe you could go into Peru is what I'm hearing, but also Mexico, anything that has to do with any other place, like maybe even Brazil will be a little heavy. But here with the energy, it is just saying like you have received the call, but for you to go there, it will take some moment and time for you to be given some sort of new direction, finding yourself in a space where you will have clarity and good mental health in order to see, because there will be a lot of information or the things practices that will scale you to the core. And then I see you being very successful. You have the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and Strength. Okay. And you have start delegating, start open, and you have inner goddess Aphrodite comes in. So it's very, very good. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Will I be successful in mediumship development, please? Okay. Spiritual questions, spiritual journey only, please. Well, be successful in mediumship development. All right, let's tap into your gift, into your abilities. All right. See that you've been practicing some meditation, some grounding when it comes to meditation. So yes, there will be enhancement when it comes to your practice here, but you need to call in only the sort of energy that you're going to be accepting. Okay. Spirit is saying here you're going to need to take your time. I see you being able, if you connect with this, you're going to be able to develop it within the next 14 months. Okay. It'll take you 14 months of practicing. I don't see exactly back to back, but the energy is pretty good. So you being a great mediator when it comes to bringing peace and clarity in a spiritual yet human way to people. Give me overall energy here, please, for Bernadette. Overall energy comes with the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups, loving but not being too emotionally attached. I do see you being afraid of whatever else you can pick up. This is why I'm telling you, okay? With the energies, like you're gonna have the ability to pick up on energy real quick, but you need to be able to know of whom you're calling in or allowing into your energy space. Okay. Thank you, Philly. Free quit HT owns. That's my brother right there. Questions only. Brilliant. Thank you, baby cakes. I would highly suggest for you to like work on your clairvoyance first, Bernadette, because I already know that you're picking up on your clairvoyance. But due to that, I also teach other people when it comes to enhancing on their gifts, that sort of things. What I've gotten from people that do psychic mediumships, I too am able to work with my psychic mediumship. I do not like it, girl. Okay. But when you work on your clairvoyance to be able to pull information, for those of you that have it more developed will know that, like in my instance, I pick it up as I'm seeing a movie in my head, and I can rewind, I can push forward, I can, just get some information that pops in, the inner knowing happens. So when you develop your clairvoyance first a little bit more, you're like more in tune with it. Whenever that you're able to channel through or with your psychic mediumship, you will be more confident and will pick up information from the other side even faster too. Okay, because I pick up that your clairvoyance is open and your ability to also start working with the Akashic records is open. Because I know that you sometimes feel like you're crazy about some shit that happens, and then you're like, maybe this is not true. Maybe this is too much, girl. It's true. Okay. I'm only good at seeing future events, but I'm drawn towards mediumship. That was really, really good. Okay, because with seeing future events allows you to also connect with the thoughts of whomever's out there too. Okay, so just kind of ground the energy. Thank you so much for the hearts, everybody. I definitely can pull a card for you. What is the question? There's no list. Just put your question out here. Okay, put your question out. A question should be exactly what Miss Sunflower is saying here. Spiritual question, a journey questions only, please. Okay, so it's about your spiritual journey, anything that you need to hear. All right, let's see. Totally appreciate your time and energy. Thank you. Namaste. All right, let's see. Cherry Blossom, is there anything I need to know about blockages? All right, Spirit just whispered, there is a great need for you to let go of the old self. Okay, there is sometimes a hard time for you to release the old self because you like who you were or you like who you're becoming. But there's a part where it's blocking for you to align with your abundance, okay, and the lack of receiving. Cherry Blossom, why were you tolerating some sort of abuse in the past? Spirit wants you to address that. We can remove that right now. There is definitely a fear of loneliness in the past that is still kind of lingering. That you can release it. We can release it right now. Because it just comes in where we are able to kind of open up to what is there, right? Galactinez, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, give me 1 second, Eva. I'll answer for you right now, my dear. This could be of some sort of abuse that you feel, verbally abused. Could be physical abuse. You can address it right now. We can release it right now. Because I see you right on the verge of letting go. While she answers, let me go get another deck that I want to use. Okay, 1 sec. No, ¿qué hacen aquí? What's up, Sales? Wait, what do you mean? It was all sort of abuse. Let's do a real quick release healing here for you. I'll be more than happy to push through it. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Let me go get my shamanic drum and let's get rid of it, girl. It's almost there. Because I'm feeling like that great love is here for you. There is great conclusions coming in, but whatever the heck that has been, it has been stuck there. And I feel like you have a lot, a lot of wisdom, but yet you can't. I don't want to say exactly catch a break, but it's like, where in the fuck do I get this release, this relief that comes from this? Let me go get my drum real quick. Miss Yvonne, hola, hola. Okay. Are you still here, Miss Cherry Blossom? So I'm gonna need a couple of things from you, for you to also hold space for yourself, okay? Right now, we are on Miss Cherry Blossom, okay? Copy and paste your question. Okay. All right. So we're going to be inviting the energy. I'm going to ask you whenever that you have free time for you to get yourself some flowers for you. Okay. Could be red roses, and they're the highest vibrational ones out here with their hearts. Thank you, divine. Thank you, universe. I'm feeling hot already. And you're gonna do this, okay? Because you need to have a special space and ceremony for yourself. Totally appreciate your time and energy. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you, Bernadette. Okay. So you can use a tea light candle to initiate, and then you get a bigger one, maybe like the 7-day candles. Like there are those right there. Right? I'm going to invite you to do this. Take your time. We're gonna release right now, and you come back to the video. Timestamp is 56:21. 56 minutes, 21 seconds. So you say to your candle, this is more than just a candle. This is my energy essence and a release form, as I'm going to be wording or saying what I'm going to be saying, right? So you're going to write your name on the candle if you want, inside or outside. We're going to activate it. Thank you, divine. Thank you, universe. You're going to get a glass or a cup of water. You're going to get a little ashtray, which is the energy that you're going to be clearing. Thank you, divine. Thank you, universe. In the name of unconditional love, in the name of Cherry Blossom. Spirit, you know the energy that she holds and the energy that she's about to release, remove. Tonight, you're going to sleep like a baby. Okay. And with this, you're going to grab your piece of paper. I would highly suggest for you to use black ink. Okay, since we are releasing. So, all this tolerance of abuse of the past, this can also be drawn of anything that you obviously maybe as a child or a teenager or whatever were not able to speak up for yourself for whatever reason, even if you were able to, but at the time you felt like you couldn't. I need you to write that down. You don't have to go in depth about it, but it will be great for you to put it down on paper. And the fear of loneliness, staying in a bad relationship, staying in a connection, staying in a abusive household, however it is. And it's okay. I'm more than okay being by myself. You're gonna write that. I'm more than okay being by myself. I'm more than okay being by myself. I am not staying in any bad connections, relationships, or even places that take away my peace. Okay. You're gonna be writing this down. All right. During this time, I'm going to ask you real quick. Okay. I don't know where you're at, but whenever you come back to this recording, to the video, I'm going to be playing this for a while as I feel that my body cools, because I started tapping into your energy. Everything got super, super hot. Okay. Welcome, hope, love, and sunshine. Hola, hola, chiquilla. Okay. So repeat as many times as you can, right? While I'm playing the drum. We're going to tune into your energy. Okay. So you're going to take a deep breath for me. Get in a space where you can be very comfortable, either laying down or sitting. No looking down. The moments that we look down, we block our pineal gland and we're closing our third eye chakra. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in. There we go, your space. And you're going to release slowly but surely, however is that you feel comfortable. You're slowly going to place your right hand in your heart and your left hand in your womb. And this is a moment you keep breathing, taking 3 deep breaths and slowly releasing. Keep holding that space with your hands. You're going to be claiming your divine power through your sacred womb. And as you're feeling the heat or the coldness in your feet, in your soles, around your body, the energy is being released. Take one last breath in. And release. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Okay. Once you're done, and return as many times as you need to the recording. Whenever you're done, you might have some tears, some sweat. Put it in your paper. Rip it. And if you don't have it, rip it. Make sure that you rip it at least once or as many times as you need. I would highly say like 3 or 7 or whatever number you connect to the most. So you're going to rip it, not facing you, the other way. And, okay, ripping a soul contract, ripping whatever that was, ripping it away or folding it away from you. And you're going to start burning the paper, whatever this is, whatever you wrote down, and put it into the ashtray. Taking the ashtray, blessing it, and putting it out in the tree. I would highly say in the trees or in the plants, and just watering it. And drink your water. And take some time. Meditate, stretch, do whatever that you need to do. You need and will start feeling very good. Okay. As time progresses. Thank you, Miss Cherry Blossom. In your name and your honor, thank you. Within the next days, or even right now, you're going to feel like a lot of heat coming through, like little heat strokes in your body. That's perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Just take some water. Say healing waters. Activate your waters if you need to. Okay. Ooh, Naju. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby cakes. Thank you. Love you long time. Do you have an additional question? I'll be more than happy to answer you an additional question. I appreciate your generosity. May it return to you tenfold. Thank you. All right. What a lovely day 90. Are you still here? I think some of you wrote down. Okay, well, perfect. Wrote down that you wanted what your gift was and that sort of thing. Feel free to post your question. The list has gone up. So let me know, baby cakes. I don't know if my Jenny Boo is still here. But my question done. When I pull your question like these, that means that I am on you. Woohoo! No question. Thank you. Thank you. I love you a long time. Thank you, señorita. Es de nalgón. Oh, man. I'm looking over here because I can see part of my chat go up, but I can't see it on this side. Well, that's so nice of you. May God bless you for your work that you're doing. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you. I'm still here. Okay, so you asked about what your gifts is. I think Eva, you asked about your gifts too. Make sure you guys type them down, so I remember. Okay. Let's tune in. Let's see your ability here. Where did I leave that deck? What's up, homie? Hello. What are you doing? I am doing readings. What's up? You want to come say hi? Yeah? Hi. You don't have to show me your teeth. You're silly, boo.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, yeah. No. Goodbye. Excuse, Tony. Give me 1 second. No. Mira cómo ya le quitaste las patas a SpongeBob. No, I don't want SpongeBob. Hi, gorgeous. Hello. Welcome. He's so cute. He's pain in the ass. No talking shit on you? He wants to. He hit my drum real hard. This boy. I don't even know. Y él le rompió las patitas al SpongeBob ahí. Who is that angel? Tony. Tony is my worst nightmare. His little, his bright tears. Girl. Is it Kenny? My mom is the little kid my mom babysits. Fun fact, my mom has, for those of you that do not know, I have other siblings. We're a total of 6, and she's been begging for grandchildren. None of us have been giving her any grandchildren or gotten married. So she's out here babysitting kids. It's funny. She's babysitting a kid. Okay. First thing that Divine is saying here for you, Miss Lovebug, I'm still here. When it comes to your gift, you're so afraid of bringing in new beginnings. Okay. And with this energy, you have the ability of being a royalty, bringing a king, being queen, that sort of energy. His light is bringing tears. Girl, I love me some Tony. He's so crazy. Okay. You have the ability, and part of your gifts is to be a leader. Okay. To be a commander and chief, to bring in new realities. You have this great ability and gift of... Okay. No le digo nada más porque le dice cara de caballo. So no. Bye. You're an emotional empath. Okay. You're highly sensitive and have been having the ability for a very, very long time, Miss Lovebug, that you are unsure of what you are feeling. You feel so out of tune. Tutoring kids. That's so cute. Oh, man. I see that you have the ability of prayer too to bring in sacred ritual, but you need to bring this for yourself. This can speak of you having had shortness or the lack of bringing in abundance for yourself when it comes to like for it to be sustainable. Because your money making abilities will come in from emotional empathy work. Okay. I'm telling you, freaking Tony, he's something else. And I remember the first time they brought him, I was telling everybody, don't even get that little kid next to me. I don't want to be next to him. He better not be all over me because I didn't want to grow attached. And the first thing that he does, he felt scared. He comes in next to me and comes next to me and hugs me. I'm like, oh my God, it's a done deal. This girl sure mind. A girl bag. Okay. Let's see. I asked, do I have the gift of seeing or am I just imagining it? Eva. Miss Eva, yes, you have the ability of seeing, but I see that you have the ability of smell even stronger. And you have been suppressing that for a while. Like you're able to smell smells before other people can. Um but most importantly, you have the gift of having an analytical mind and quick thinking. Okay. You can definitely enhance your gifts through this, but because of suppressed gifts with your family, with people around you, you have been shutting down that clairvoyance. Okay. Okay, Mom. Thank you. Have in mind the chat keeps moving up, so I can't see everybody's messages. All right. Let's see here. Hope, love, and sunshine. Are you still here? Let me know. That's funny. And of course, he's up under you. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Ray. Thank you. Okay, tell me yes or no. Where is you? Yes. Okay. Will I change career paths in the next 3 months? Feeling that shift? Hell yeah, you are. There will be some sort of holdback when it comes to you actually making the shift. I don't know, like you might be feeling a little shy, also feeling like you might be wrong, tuning in or channeling in, but I do see you having ability to create with that if you want to step into that. But there's definitely a new shift when it comes to making money, but I feel like it's more so as well when it comes to thank you, Spirit, when it comes to taking in new practices, going to school, something, becoming some sort of scholar. Okay. All right, here we go. Hope and love. Yes, you're here. Okay. Thank you so much for doing this. My question is, am I in alignment with my spiritual journey and purpose? And if not, what am I missing? What do I need to work on? Okay. So what I'm picking up is like, yes, you're right in tune with whatever is that. Whoo, baby. Okay, so you were supposed to get messages out for the collective. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, baby cakes. I appreciate you. Okay, hope and love. You were supposed to get messages out for the collective. Your ability to like tune in and like receive messages, lethal. Okay. For whatever reason, you have been holding back, right? And it's like you have been holding back on your gifts, and therefore, whatever gifts and tuning in you had was not unleashed. So now it's like you're in the need of creating a rebirth. Okay. With this, yes, you are very much gifted. Yes, you're aligned with your gift, but it's like this, whatever is holding you back, is a moment where you gain some sort of clarity. There's a need to come into personal freedom as well. And this message was a while back. This was either to start with divination, with sharing messages of twin flame journey, with like sharing love and wisdom out through tarot readings or channeling with angels, that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden we get not obsessed, but it was like it's just about healing, healing, healing. So it's like you can unleash the energy just like that. Okay. Let me hear the energy, please. Oops. First card. The electric creative expression needed to be, and for you to express yourself. Okay. This is speaking your truth in an electrifying and opening way. Right now, I'm not going to say you have a block, but it's like, what are you going to be choosing? The Spirit is saying, allow yourself to choose the path of least resistance. You haven't been getting much lately, but you were getting messages. It's like any messages that maybe you were hearing through other tarot readers or any healers, anything that had to do with divination, with healing. I mean, it's a whole spectrum, right? So with that said, we're being asked to step into maybe not exactly a YouTube channel, but maybe open up a little page here and there, TikTok, or what's that other page? Instagram. So your message here with the chess queen, we have trust and strategize, and hitting the mark, have an intention, and detach from whatever you have there. You have spirit communication and paying attention. Jess Melmar for hello, hello. I hope I pronounced that and that didn't butcher that. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So I'm going to read you your message. I have not pulled in anybody a reading here from this book or anything like this, but we went to get it just for you. Okay. So your message for this is we're going to see this as your ally and as your challenger. There's no way for you to not be successful. Okay. It's coming in as your ally to show you where you can work with this, as your challenger with an energy of improvement. Okay. So as your ally, this message of the chess queen, when it comes to your question, am I in alignment with my spiritual journey and purpose? This is about trust and strategizing. There you can see a little bit better. Okay. As your ally, the chess queen has all the tools you need to aid you. You need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for visions of your life. Also, ask to know the right actions to ensure your part is in this process of unfolding. Okay. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, and all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The chess queen says that you will win this game as long as you let spirit choose your moves, follow your bliss, and then in the inspired message delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of chess queen and she appears as your ally. As the challenger, when the chess queen arrives to challenge you, it simply means that you're living too much in your head, planning, scheming, and strategizing what the future will look like and how and when it will unfold. Remember the saying, man plans and God laughs. You cannot know the power and beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. The laws of cause and effect apply here. Don't dictate what you want as you as your wants may not be not in your highest good. Ask instead for miracles set aside for you and you alone. What does spirit want for you? Perhaps it's time for you to let go and turn your life around to care on a higher power. You can never lose when spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. Okay. This comes in as well when we are always questioning when the fuck is this going to take place? Like timing, when is the timing? What am I supposed to do next? Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So messages are given, well received, but it's like align your path with spirits as well. And have in mind the spirit message or like the energy that's there is not just of, we're going to say, a higher being. That is your message from your own self. Okay, of the path that you want to live. You are God in its own creation. Have in mind spiritual questions only, please. Soul of Two, hello, hello. All right, one of your abilities here, not necessarily, I don't know how you want to see it as spiritual. Taze, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Miss Yvonne, is your work ethic, the ability to work hard and be honorable, trustworthy, and reliable to work with. That energy is a Libra spiritual energy. And your other gift is energy medicine. Okay. Get into that. There's a lot of healing going on, even in your body and that sort of thing, before that happens. Thank you so much. Thank you. Spiritual journey questions only, please. As we know, we all have psychic and spiritual abilities. Sometimes when it comes to developing the gift that's upon you, right? Sometimes depending of how traumatic life was, it creates for you to have a stronger ability too, not just practicing it's that. So okay. So there is no list, my dear. Feel free to drop your question. Okay. Where is you? Kiba, spiritual gifts. Your gift here, you got a long way to go when it comes to developing your spiritual gifts. You have the ability to pick up information. Okay. Feel like here with you, there is a need to ground your energy when it comes to wanting to help the collective and work with that. So, but it's taken you some time to kind of ground that and how you're going to do so. Okay. So spiritual connecting, spiritual gift here, you have psychometry. Okay, how do you pronounce that? And you also have the gift of telepathic communication. You might be able to pick that up a little better than the other. Okay. Will you do paid live readings today? Yes, I will. That is so freaking cute. What did you get from that? So cool. Señorita, where is you? Lucinda. Lucinda, why are you hiding your beauty from the world? Why all of a sudden are you going like you're not letting the world see you? You have the gift of Venus. You have the gift of beauty. And it's like you're shutting it down. Like, why? Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Appreciate you. You need to show yourself. Yes, I need to get on the list. Thank you. Thank you. Girl, I don't feel my best right now. I have the gift of Venus too. Like as I'm scratching my head. You're meant to be putting your beauty out there. You're born to put your beauty out there. You also have the gift of precognition. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lucinda. You need to get back on. Baby, I'm so sorry, guy from my past. You need to work with Goddess Aphrodite for sure, especially because she is Goddess Venus. Man, telling already to work with Aphrodite. Have in mind, I'm gonna say something real quick. No, when it comes to working with Goddess Aphrodite or any other goddesses, depending on what deity you choose to work with, especially when it comes to Goddess Aphrodite, yes, you put an altar for her. Basically, it's for you to bring in and recognizing that energy and entity that's going to be helping you. Okay. It's for you to work on yourself, to be bringing this beauty back to yourself. Okay. And with this energy, you have beauty, you have a way of how you can express yourself to society like no one else can, right? It comes in where you're just so open and honest and vulnerable when you allow yourself to be. Take the time that you need, but that is your gift. And it's like you and me, boo. We can look like freaking hobos out in the streets, and you still get people checking you out, not looking at you with disgust. Like going to the gas station, and guys are still turning, smiling, trying to get your number for the most part. Not every day, because not that doesn't happen for me all the time. But yes, it's happened where they fill up my tank. Okay. So don't hold back on your gift. All right, Galacticness. Anything that needs to come through regarding my intuitive journey, please and thank you. Thank you. You're playing yourself short. You have been for some time now. Okay. In with this energy, I'm seeing like right now I saw it down, I saw it like a little Milky Way moment. Okay. When that comes in, it tells me here you can't choose a path of how you're going to be connecting, right? You have the ability to make other people feel good. And part within your intuition, start practicing it. Intuition could be practiced with, just getting charms. That would be the fastest and bestest way for me to say like work with your intuition, get a charm, okay, or get a little box of charms and then take a look. Maybe you can, kind of take a look at them, but like shake them inside a little box and then just pick one real quick. Don't be touching it, trying to feel if it has little legs, because it could be like a little dog, or like instead of that could be like a cat. I don't know. Where you practice your intuition, and then again, you may have a different message or like a different meaning for like dog. Some people see loyalty. Some people say like cheaters. Like they all have different ways of seeing it. Have your own your own belief system. Um, but then practice with colors, practice with crystals. Like I would highly say, like get yourself this deck right here. To not get the crystals, because the crystals can be a little messy. I feel like you are really good when it comes to your intuition, but you are afraid of being wrong. Okay. I would say get this deck of crystals, shuffle them, and then like don't even peek or nothing. Just play with the idea. Record yourself. I do tarot. Still get stuck on what is intuition and what is projection sometimes. Well, there's a need to ground the energy, to tell your friggin' projections to shut the hell up. You got to, okay? FYI, right? Obviously, I'm not sharing my whole tea here, but I was born into a home that was somewhat weird, right? So at a young age, I had to trust my intellect, right? My. Let me show you the deck. Spirit says show her. Okay. Like this deck, it has different crystals, and it has what they mean here: confidence, fearless, daring, and it has a crystal fact, right? No peeking when it comes to this, and just try to feel out the color, the energy. What does it heal? Maybe you could do your own thing here. But basically, what I was going here with trusting my instincts, sometimes I had to trust my instincts um, because I was in survival mode since very little. So as the years progress, and then I tune into tarot and healing practices and that sort of thing, there's a moment where you need to completely trust God, trust the divine, how you want to see the higher power, right? So it's like, are you going to be trusting your fear, or are you going to be trusting the divine? What has always been there for you? And anytime that it's just, you'll know, because when you're not coming from an energy where it's like your instincts or your own perception of things, when it comes to being stuck on um if it's your own projection, you're not going to think of it, it's just going to come to you. That's your intuition. Like there is this deck, I can't remember which one it is. It is the psychic tarot, this deck, right? There's an image of some guy just standing there. It's like, I think it's the magician, I can't remember. Anyways, long story short, that was one of the times that anyways, it's similar to this. It has some guy in the front. And for me, I had a blue flame coming on the throat for this person, and they were getting a love reading. But all of a sudden it turned and it switched to me telling them I see some sort of cancer, because Spirit said cancer. Go check it out. And she's like, oh, I don't know, I've gotten yada yada, this and that, medical exams, and I just had some sort of test, whatever. And I'm like, well, that's what I got. Long story short, she went to check on that, and eventually it turned out that it was. Okay. So trust the messages that come through, that the ones that you're not thinking about. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Jess Morel Marful. Okay. I need a specific message. Okay. Like, or what do we look into? All right. So let's see. A memory of Sky. Are you still here? Thank you so much for your super chat. I do answer personal questions when it comes to twin flames and other things to look in where you are at in your journey. Let me know if you are still here. Okay. Looking if you're close into union is not a spiritual question. Okay. I'm hearing no. No, you still have some time to go. There is a need to look into how you hurt your divine masculine. I know what you're saying there. Okay, perfect. Yay. Thank you. She was blessed that she got the message from you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, is you here? Last call for alcohol. Hello, DF. Hey, that's cute. Quantum Momo. That's so cute. That's such a cute name. All right, I'm a timestamp here for Memory of Sky. If I do see you, or you happen to come back, I wish that I can know that you're here. All right, timestamp is 137:27. If you happen to see her on your channel, please K Moon let her know that she has a reading here. Okay, finally invoking, calling you upon. Okay, here. Have in mind, this is not a spiritual question. Okay, it could be a kind of spiritual, but like the spiritual journey question, right? I walked away from my DM 4 months ago. I did a lot of work during my first DNS. What is DNS? Sorry, I'm not a youngster no more. I have a lot of dreams, but I feel a bit lost. Chad got interrupted by an ad. Woo! I love ads. You guys should watch the ads. What is that? DNS. Do not contact. Do not. What? Why are you throwing gang signs? My brother's trying to do the signs from far away. DNS. Right, Galactic. Okay, she said, quite is kind of what you want in a retrograde. I'll do a special live stream here for Twin Flames maybe next week to tune in, to channel in, to look into their reads. All right, then you go live for paid questions. I will. A little later. I just need to have dinner first. Hello, Palabi. Welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat memory. Okay. I just need to know what D and S means. Sometimes ads are good karma. Hell yeah. Roxy? No. Okay, dark night of the soul makes more sense. Hey, Lisa, what is up? Okay. You still have a lot to work on when it comes to your dark night of the soul, my dear. Like the dark night of the soul, just not just, it's just a time frame. Kim, I just heard you say my name. I was saying, like, if you saw Memory of Sky, to tell her to come get her reading, but she's here. These are only spiritual questions, please. Spiritual journey questions. Okay. It is completely normal for you to feel lost during this time when it comes to your spiritual journey, especially when it comes to connecting with your twin flame. At this time, you really need to ground your energy of how you're going to move forward. I know that this person has kind of triggered some parts of you that you needed to kind of open up. Oh, Sandy's such a cuties. Okay. Within the energy, I do see you being opening up to the energy, feeling like there is no other person but your twin flame here for you. You need to discard that idea, let that go, because that's not true. Okay. I do see a lot of past trauma stepping in right now and pent up anger. Okay. When it comes to anger, it is completely normal. It is completely fine for you to feel all these emotions. This is what you came for. Okay. Alexa, play that song, please. Baby, this is what you came for. All right. I don't see you being able to release things as quickly. There will be no union reunion, but here with that energy, you need to clear that energy of feeling like you are feeling like you're missing out on a good partnership, good connection, that sort of vibe. Okay. I do have awareness here that you have pent up anger, being resentful, because it's like you go above and beyond. You're that type of person that we call a ride or die, right? And your main element to work with here to release this will be fire. Okay. I have a reading called Snoop on Boo. I do offer it for twin flames. I can check the 3D, 5D energy when it comes to that reading. I usually offer only Snoop on Boo, but if you do have a twin flame, we can check on it. I will be live tomorrow, I think at 1 or 2 p.m. I can't remember, but I will be also getting messages from Aphrodite. So we can look into the energy, 3D, 5D, what they feel for you, think about you, yada, yada, and also where they are at in their spiritual journey. Okay. Since you're here as well, Miss Soul of Two, let me know if you're here to look into the energy that you need to work on when it comes to your twin flame journey, when it comes to you, what needs to come into awareness. Have in mind that this energy is not just for the twin flame journey, it's for yourself and, in connections with other people. I'm about to call you out. Where are you? Soul of Two, a girl of my own heart. Where are you? Oh, I know. Freaking came when asking that question. A very good spiritual question of mine. XYZ happened. What am I supposed to learn from it? And she's like, what are you supposed to learn from this other situation? Goodbye. I just want the cheese me. My mom. I'm telling you, my mama listens in the back room. Came, do you see her? Do you hear her? She's giggling over here at me talking about the cheese may. Okay. My strength zone where I'm using that anger to just want to move on. LOL. Shadow on the Capricorn. I've caused a lot of chaos. Why not create beautiful chaos with it? That's the alchemy of creating with chaos. You know, like anger is one of the best energies to work to have things happen for you quickly. Yeah, maybe you'll ugly cry, having some freaking, badass knots, whatever not. Let me tell you some of my placements, okay? I have a Venus, Aries Venus, my anger. I have a Gemini Mars, and I have a Jupiter Gemini as well, okay? When I get angry, I talk a lot of shit, okay? Talk a lot of shit, I say a lot of things. But the thing is, sometimes I can't control what the hell I say, and I just blab a lot of crap. And then I get like all over the place. Especially when you are angry. I know if people speak of, oh, it should be coming in from a space of divine light, divine love, but bullshit when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to talking to your twin flame. Because there we go, galactic anger can be a fantastic motivator. There you go. It's the highest energy to work with when it comes from working with contrast energy. Okay, so it could be like, okay, my divine masculine came in to give me awareness of this anger that I have, of how I was taken for granted in the past, and now his ass is doing the same, yada yada yada. You know what? I'm gonna send this energy back. I'm going to send it into the white light. You know, you could turn it into different things. You could turn it into money, abundance, more awareness, working more on your gifts. You are releasing your dark feminine energy. You are gaining that clarity back. You are embodying maybe your Lilith. Okay. You're embodying different energies. It's not bad. Resentment is just pent up anger. It is things that were maybe ignored. There's something there that may have hurt you in the past. Okay. There we go. Another great question there. And that's something with karmic contracts, any contracts. Okay. With karmic contracts, we don't need to stay in the freaking contract. You can just break it upon. Okay, like, all right, I'm done. There's nothing else I can learn from this. I don't want to learn from this anymore. I understand that. Blah, 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 blah. You can write it down, rip the contract, and let's go. Let's move on. That's where you practice boundaries. Boundaries are not just for the other person or for yourself, too. No contact, nothing this person does not exist in my life. Have you ever had a person that you've maybe dated in the past? I have, who was the love of my life at a point. He lives 3 blocks away from me, more like 4 blocks away from me, 2 big crossing streets, but there's like huge blocks over here. He just lives on the other side of the big crossing street here. I have not seen this fool over 10 years. Okay, 10 freaking years, 13 years, something like that. And he lives around the corner. I know because I've stalked. Okay, I've looked in the past. I know where he lives. He'll great ask questions. Okay. Soul of 2, what you need to work on when it comes to your connection, you need to know when to retreat. Okay. In a healthy manner. Because you have the tendency to hide away, retreat, and be fearful of getting out there again. And then with your twin flame, it just happened. And all of a sudden, like, you allowed this to be too soon, and that kind of scared you off, created some sort of scarcity for you when it comes to love and how you're going to move forward from this. Okay. And when I say girl from my own heart, Spirit says, stop pretending you're too busy. That you're too busy doing this, that you're too busy doing that. It's like, yes, I'm working on my spirituality, but then not taking much action, but more so checking on the twin flame. Lilith in Cancer is, she's there to hurt emotionally. Checking people left and right. Okay. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon because I want to come live stream for you guys later on. I most than likely will be tuned in to make a live stream here for y'all when it comes to the twin flame. You want to check on them and that sort of thing. 3D, 5D readings, most than likely I'll leave it for maybe Monday or Tuesday. Okay. So I'll connect with you guys very, very soon. Namaste.